What's up, everybody? Welcome to a new video. Unfortunately, my last video got a copyright strike, so if you haven't checked that out yet, please just go to my channel and look it up manually. I actually put a little bit more effort in that one, and unfortunately, a lot of you guys weren't able to see it because YouTube didn't like what I did with the song. But without further ado, obviously I was planning on more consistent uploads, so that's the reason for this video. No cars will be shown in this video. My SS is actually in a storage facility right now, waiting for me to pull the engine and transmission. I've been setting up my spot there with some shelves and everything, so I can be organized, right? And then the Challenger is still downstairs in the garage, and the Lexus is in the driveway. But I am going to be doing a full build on my SS. I'm going to be filming it. I'm going to be documenting it. And the reason I'm making this video is because I wanted to take you guys through, what I am going to do on that build. Now, I'm going to be reading off to you guys exactly what I'm going to be doing. Thank God I still have my old iPhone over here. And let's see. And I'm going to be reading off what I'm going to be doing. So I've decided to cam it. And when it comes to camming a vehicle, especially an LS engine, there's obviously a bunch of options that you are able to go with, right, for cams. There's low lift camshafts. There's camshafts that are basically stock camshafts. And then there's high lift camshafts that are a lot more aggressive and extreme. Now, for the LS4, there's really two options that most people go with. The majority of people, they go with a more soft setup, right? They go with a Chopacabra or a BTR Truck Norris cam. It's a low lift camshaft. Definitely will give you an extra 30 wheel horsepower over stock, so that's absolutely noticeable. But it allows you to keep your stock torque converter if you want to, even though upgrading helps. And it also allows you to retain some of that low-end torque that, if you have an LS4, you know what I'm talking about. It almost kind of feels like a diesel when you get off the line, just a little bit. So I, on the other hand, have decided to go all out, because if I'm going to pull everything, the last thing I want is to be done with it, put it back, and then be like, fuck, I wish I would have gone with this option. So whatever you think you want, go more extreme, and you won't be disappointed. So that was really what I thought about it. So for that reason, I decided to go with the Bald Eagle camshaft. Some people might have heard that on Cletus McFarland's channel, because he actually is the guy that I guess was kind of behind, developing that or whatnot, or at least it was made for him or in reference to him. So that's the kit that I'm going to be going with in the cam. Let me show you guys what that looks like right here. Hold on. It's a bit of an unprofessional video here, me looking this up with my phone, but the kit that I am going to be going with, I'm going to be buying it from High Drive Performance in Texas. It's a place owned by a guy named Jordan, and he comes highly recommended. James Brewer, who you guys know, is a guy that tunes a lot of these cars, also highly recommended it. And it's a $2,500 cam package right there, and it will come with the following. It's going to come with a Texas Speed Bald Eagle camshaft. It's going to come with a dual spring kit with Pack Racing polished springs, titanium retainers, hardened spring seats, and new valve stem seals. A 3-bolt conversion kit, because obviously I have an 08. Texas Speed hardened chromoly push rods, timing chain, valve seals, water pump gaskets, timing cover gasket, front crankshaft seal, LS2 lifter trays, LS2 chain dampener, Chevrolet Performance LS7 lifters, GM style head gaskets, ARP head bolts, the DOD Delete Valley cover that's flat, GM style cam retainer plate, balancer bolt, exhaust manifold gaskets. That's going to be for my headers. Talking about headers, I actually got my headers back yesterday from the shop that ceramic coated them. Obviously they're still wrapped in plastic, and I don't want to damage them, but that's kind of how they came out. They look awesome. It's going to look great on the block itself too. Valve cover gasket set, a Melling high pressure oil pump, very important, especially with high mileage. New trunnion kit, engine oil pan gasket, and a rear main oil seal kit. That's what it's going to be coming with. Now, we're also going to be touching the transmission. We're going to be ordering a Triple Edge Performance Stage 1 kit, and we're going to turn that into a Stage 2 kit, because ZZP sells the 3 missing parts that are not included in the Stage 1 kit that would be included in the Stage 2 rebuild if you were to send your trans out to Ohio. And those are the 300 millimeter input shaft, which is much better than stock. right? Because that's one of the weak points of the 4T65E. And then it comes with a boost valve and I think a third clutch, something. I'm not even sure. And in order to be able to do that and pull that, I also ordered a ATSG 4T65E manual. I hope that it's going to be accurate enough because I don't see HD on there, and they don't sell one like that. But anyways, it shows you a lot of cool stuff on, you know, how to basically, you know, pull and also reassemble your transmission. So I'm a little bit intimidated, but I'm not scared of it because mechanics, no offense, typically aren't that intelligent. So if they can do it, I think I can totally do it too. And that's basically it. Now, as far as the intake manifold, I've decided to hold off on that for a little bit, basically until the car is back, or until the engine is back in the car, because that's a modification that I can do when the block is already sitting in the vehicle. So I'm not going to do that right away. Also, I was like, man, it's giving me OCD and autism, even just searching and sourcing everything, and, you know, even the prep itself before you even pull it. So I've decided to hold off on that for a little bit. And, you know, another reason that basically sparked this project is that, you know, one, I now have access to that place that I have access to, which makes everything a dream with a lift. And the second thing is, since I already had to pull out the AC compressor, all the lines, and the power steering rack and pinion and whatnot, and you need to drop the subframe a little bit for that, I figured, well, I might as well just do everything, right? So that's kind of what started that. Super excited for it. I'm going to be filming and documenting everything for you guys. The actual removal of the engine and transmission might be a voiceover video, just because, you know, there might be some fuckery going around. You know, it's going to be my first time doing it. A friend's going to help me out. But again, if you've ever worked on cars, you know that it never goes the way you want it to go anyway. So it'll probably be some, you know, sped up stuff and a voiceover, like I said. And then after that, once it's all out, and it's on the engine stand that I have sitting behind my car right now, then I will obviously be going through it with you guys on an actual teardown. We're going to look at the engine. We're going to see if it's in good shape, if anything is damaged. That will also be the point that I'm going to determine whether or not to leave the bottom end alone, because as you guys know, when this package is all installed, and let's just assume the intake manifold was on the car as well, I would probably be sitting around 380 wheel horsepower, according to what I've heard, seeing dyno sheets from other people, with even smaller cams. So that's a lot of power increase, obviously, right? I will have over 400 to the crank easily. So yeah, and that would be with the intake manifold. So that's a lot of extra power. So excited for that. But like I said, I'm gonna tear it down with you guys. We're gonna take a look at the bottom end and see if we should leave it alone or not. I'm gonna take you guys through cleaning the engine. I'm gonna take you guys through painting the engine block, and then obviously reassembling the whole thing until it's finally ready to get back into the car, made it to the transmission, tuned, and able to drive. So super pumped. If you are interested in following along with my build, please make sure to subscribe to my channel. If you like this video, make sure to like this video, obviously, and put on the bell, because that way you don't miss anything, right? And of course, if you have any questions about the LS4, anything related to what I'm going to do, or something that you might want to do to the car that I've already done, let me know and I'll answer your question. So without that further ado, guys, thank you for watching the video, and I will see you in the next one.